Loss, in a strange, roundabout kind of way, is an opportunity to engage with that bigger part of the personality, the self. Something bigger, something vaster, something more. Zooming out for a minute, let's talk about what Jung said. Jung felt that the second half of life was all about the ego, the center of the personality, our I, if you want, that the ego was going to gradually come to the recognition that it simply wasn't the center of the personality, okay? That all this stuff that we build up and we think about ourselves, these roles that we hold, these things that we think that are important to us, the careers that we have, the relationships, some of them that we have built, the way that we see ourselves in the world, okay? The stuff that tells us about our identity, that this is actually going to start becoming less and less important. And why is this? Okay. For Jung, he felt that there was a bigger part of the personality than the ego, which he called the self. Okay. And the self for Jung is, he calls it, Kalsha describes it as like this little divine spark of selfhood. Okay. It's bigger than what one layer of consciousness can articulate. And Jung says that we spend the second half of our lives letting go of a lot of the things that we have built up in order to make room for this selfhood, something different, something bigger. Okay, why are we talking about this? Well, the ego spends most of its energy trying to predict the world around it, trying to be in control, trying to make sure bad things don't happen, trying to relieve suffering, trying to make the world do what it wants it to do. Is this wrong? Is this bad? No. We're actually supposed to do this. This is important that we build enough ego to engage with the world in this way. But the thing about it is that, as we all know, how the world works and how life works is it doesn't always go the way that the ego wants. Now, why are we talking about this? Okay, probably one of the biggest experiences that communicates to the ego that it's not completely in charge and that the world is much different sometimes than we would like it to be is loss. Now, we'll speak more about the practicalities that come with the grief process and how to do that well in a minute. But one of the biggest premises that we have to understand here is that loss, in a strange, roundabout kind of way, is an opportunity to engage with that bigger part of the personality, the self. Something bigger, something vaster, something more. It's a hidden opportunity. It doesn't feel like that. We don't want it. We don't will it. And yet there are very important strengths that can emerge from grieving well.